Okay, before NDA, up till even till 10th standard, I had thought कि I'll join IIT. So, but it suddenly changed even after giving that exam, that services SPI Aurangabad exam. I gave the exam, I cleared the interview, and only out of 6,000 some had applied, and only 60 were selected out of Maharashtra. So I thought that ठीक है, if I was selected, then it must be something. कि देखते हैं क्या होता है. It was all luck by luck. I just got selected and I thought that okay, I'll go inside. And whatever happens, if I don't get NDA, still I will pursue my engineering. But before I had aim of IIT. After I got into the institute, I knew that IIT won't be easy for me. So I shifted my mind to government exam, whatever we call UPSC, MPSC, whatever we say. So I had thought that I'll join any public sector service and not private sector. So that was my aim.
So how did you prepare for entrance exam of NDA?
As I joined the institute, so basically they started preparing us from very 11th standard itself. Not only that written exam is just one part that you have to clear by yourself. Main thing is the second stage, that is the STB interview, which I had to give. In that interview, your knowledge is not checked. Your attitude and personality is checked, that how you are as a person and how you will be as a military leader ahead. So for that preparation, basically you should be able to, first thing is you should be able to communicate and express. Before that I was a very shy person in school, frankly speaking. So I did not used to speak much, but when I joined the institute, they used to make you speak anything for 3 minutes, just stand on the stage for 3 minutes, speak whatever topic is given to you. So basically those things came to be my force. It was not very easy for me at first to adapt to that situation, but slowly and steadily I adapted to that situation. Then participate in debates, and then written exam was one part. I was good at maths, and studies was not very difficult for me. So written exam part was not difficult. I cleared the exam 2 times. So basically the main part was of interview. So that was the thing which I had to work upon myself. There are many other things you should work upon yourself, but one thing which I was not good at, I had to struggle for that.
Was it very challenging?
It was of course very challenging, because you don't know anything and suddenly you are made to stand and then you are made to speak anything. It is a difficult task, but slowly and steadily once you gain confidence, once you just start speaking, then you come to know that people don't really think afterwards what happens. It was just a momentary laugh and then they leave it. So that thing first I thought, okay, it is the thing. Then I slowly started speaking. Then after that I understood that you should not make your audiences bored. So you should again speak something which is interesting and which catches attention and is of very short span. So that was about it.
Yes, I agree that improving yourself is always a better option. So, our next question is, how was the support of your family?
Family was very supportive, I must say. Even after my first attempt, I got out on 5th day of the interview, that is final phase. So I had just come back and I was very sad at that time. I did not know what to do, because that interview was in month of January and I hadn't prepared for my 12th standard boards, or neither CET exam, neither JEE, anything I had not prepared. I was just blank and I did not know what to do, because even I couldn't clear my NDA. So I came back to home and my father just said one thing that time, that don't make such face. Okay, it is okay to be a failure, but don't be a depressed one. Okay, failures come and go. So this is your first failure and it is okay to be nervous. So this just whatever is in hand, do that now, because the interview has gone and now you cannot think about that. So that was one support from my father, and mother was also very supportive. She always used to call me whenever I was in Aurangabad about my progress and all. So they were full all the way, they were with me through all this.
Yes, family really matters. Can girls attempt this exam?
Yes, girls can attempt. In July 2022, the girls had come to NDA. That was the first batch, and 19 of them had joined. and now it's almost 1 year, so girls also can join NDA, but their vacancy is very less. So you have to be way ahead of boys also, because boys have more vacancy. Girls have to prepare hard for this exam.
So women's representation in every sector is integrated. I would like to ask you, how was your feeling when you used weapons like gun first time?
It was very scary at first, because while what you watch in movies is totally different than what you handle the weapons on ground. In movies, it is that the main hero, he does the things very fast and very smoothly, and he just runs with gun, he just jumps from anywhere, but it is not the case when you use it for the first time. It is very scary because the instructors which are there with you, they just keep on hitting you from behind, you don't know where the hits are coming from, because the weapon is very sensitive, it can cost lives. So that is required, so that you stay alert all the time while handling weapons. Yeah, it was good when I handled the weapons, and while first time I couldn't aim properly. But second and third time I understood that how to just go with it. Because first time when I handled it, instead of aiming on my target, I just aimed on someone else's target, and I saw that there was no bullet on my target. So that was my first experience with guns.
That was quite nice. What types of weapons have you used till now?
Till now I've used INSAS rifle by layman language and one handgun. Being a naval guy, we are not much exposed, we are just given basic training.
It sounds exciting. So what is the advice to all students about the career in India?
Yes, career in NDA NDA is good. First thing is, immediately after 12th you get a job, virtually you get a job. So that only you have to just train, you have to go through the journey, you have to clear everything in NDA, and after 4 years you are sure shot, you get commissioned as an officer. So first thing is job security, you can say. But even in NDA you have to be careful just not to get injured and not to do such thing that can cost you that can get you out of service. So first thing is that, but that is not very much difficult. Once you get into NDA, it is just you have to sail through the training and you will get commissioned. First thing is that, and in Indian Armed Forces, first thing is you get respect. A lot of immense respect inside as well as outside. Because once you go out and once somebody comes to know that okay, you are officer in the Indian Armed Forces, so they treat you with respect because you are doing a thing which many don't do, which many are not doing. You are doing some different things, so okay, first thing is you get respect. Money wise it is okay, good service, you get enough, paid enough, and also there are many allowances that you get which other services don't get. So basically at this age you should think of these two things, that respect, and third thing is the way of life. Way of life is very much important. You get exposed to various situations, not ordinary situations. You get exposed to various situations, that's why you are ready always ready attitude. That okay, any situation comes, I should be ready to face it. That attitude comes with time. So these some basic things at this age are important to look about.
Yes, one should always stand strong to all the difficulties in the life. Please share with us the hardships you have experienced while completing this journey.
Hardships that I faced. See, after 11th, 12th, okay, I was just going with the flow, okay, giving exams and all. But the hardship or my difficult phase which came, that was after my first interview, which I had failed, because as I told that I hadn't prepared for 12th boards, even I hadn't prepared for CET or JEE anything. Only the good part was that I was good at maths. So maths part was only prepared, and I had aimed for engineering college, so that once, even after 12th standard, I have something, I have backup. But the journey was not easy, that 4 or 5 months which I had in my head. Once I came back from India in January 2018, then I had to prepare for board exam which were in 12th standard, which were in next 2 months. So I had just shut down everything. I had switched off my mind, I must say, and just studied hard. I did not look upon anything, did not go anywhere, anything. I just, because I knew that even if I don't clear this, then I won't get anything else. Then after that also, from many places I had pressure all around because I had to clear my CT exam and I had to clear my second attempt for NTA. So I had many exams going on at that time and I just did not look anywhere else and I just remained focused because if I knew that it was literally like surviving something. It was not a very easy job for me. Even for preparing for interview after 12th standard, many of my batchmates or many of my classmates from 10th standard, they were partying or we had meets, we had many get-togethers. Because after 12th there is a hell lot of time, but I did not have that. I knew that I had to go to that NTA. I had to crack that, and I had give up on. I have gave up on many things at that time. And even after joining college, I did not opt for home. I opted for hostel so that I stay there and I focus on my interview part. So means basically that was a hard time I had to face, which others did not do. That is what we call hard time. Like it is not that if everybody is going through the same hardship, then we can call it togetherness and we don't feel much. But the real thing comes when others are doing something else and you are just putting in for something else, and that is very, very different from their path. So that is what I feel is a real hardship.
What is the difficulty level of NDA exam?
Difficulty level of NDA exam is the written exam is not very difficult if you are good at studies, and then it is pretty easy to clear that. But the interview part is the difficult one. That is based upon your personality, and that interview goes on for 5 days. So basically there are many different parts, different things that are tested every day. So that is different ball game. So interview part is the difficult part. I feel that it is, and also it is not very that you just attempt the interview and clear it. Like there are many people who just don't go anywhere for classes or any coaching and they clear interview in first attempt, and there are many who have taken coaching for years and they don't clear. So basically it is all about your attitude and personality. If it is not suited for that, so they tell it that okay, there are some qualities you are good at, but some qualities which you lack in, so you are not fit for the armed forces. But so many people don't know. We don't know about our qualities or we don't know about our inner self. So that's what they check in the interview. That is what I think is the hard part.
Finally, what's the role of ABPS in making you Lieutenant Nandan Patel?
School has been quite supportive. Like what I said about the interview part, that is about your personality. So basic things start from the school itself. Our first education, our first thing, or first everything start from school. Whatever friends we make, whatever qualities we develop, everything impacts on our life. So school has a big role in it. The first thing that was the trip to NTA. Although I was excited, but I understood that okay, this is a very good place, NTA, and even if I have to give exam or if I happen to come here, then I'll definitely come. So first thing was the trip to NTA, and rest things that is all about yourself, how you develop yourself in school, how you interact with teachers, how you interact with your fellow mates. So that's what school has taught me. School has taught me to be that I got obedient. Importance of obedience, importance of hard work, importance of time. Because the schedule of the school was very tight when I was in school, like 8:30 to 5:30. So it was fully tight. But okay, given circumstances that you should not blame anything else. That school is it is too time taking. You should take up time for yourself. So even after that, I understood the importance of time. That if you don't do the things now, whichever are required, then you will regret them in future. So importance of time I understood. But sometimes I was late. Every day I was late in the morning, but I understood the importance of time. So these things basically help. The small things which matter, which we think that they are petty and we can let them go. These things are actually which matter. your basic everyday how you behave, everyday how you try to improve upon yourself. So some basic these things had major impact on my life for clearing interview or for my way ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sparing your valuable time with us. It indeed motivated our students. Thanks a lot. You told that your father was in Air Force. Then why did you select the Indian Navy itself? Why did you serve as a soldier in on the border or in Air Force?
Okay, good question. Like first attempt also I had given for the Air Force interview. And frankly speaking, like I told you, whenever I got rejected in first attempt, so when I came back and I had to fill the form, you give choices in the form itself that which service you want to join. So when I had the chance to join, write the form, I had basically just only one thing in mind that okay, leave Air Force now, just want to join NDA, be it any service or anything. And in the wake of that, in the heat of the moment, I just happened to think Navy option. I still don't have any clue that why I joined Navy. But only in the heat of moment, that after first rejection, I thought that okay, leave Air Force this time and I'll join the Navy. So this was my story of joining Indian Navy rather than the